Hey there, welcome to your slow flow practice. You won't need any props, just your body, your mat, and your breath. Starting off in a bit of a child's pose today. So, wiggling your knees out nice and wide, beginning to sit back toward your heels, and then just gently walking the hands forward. And as you reach the arms forward, let the elbows, forearms soften, followed by your forehead. And start to relax here. Might feel good to gently rock the forehead side to side. A little bit of a massage for that third eye space. And just relaxing your jaw. And starting to lean into the breath here. Nice way to start checking in and noticing what it is that you've arrived with, what it is that you're working with today. Deepening breathing. And coming into stillness once you feel that it's necessary. Starting to think about moving that breath wide, out into the ribs, out into the side body. Take another inhale, and then breathe all the way out. Inhale, walk the hands back in, gently lifting the forehead. So I still want you to keep your arms long and forward here. They're still kind of leaning in, but we just haven't dropped down just yet. Okay, so the elbows should be up, the forearms should be up, but the hands are down. On your next breath out, reach your right arm under your left arm, coming into a bit of a thread the needle here. So you'll probably be able to slide that left hand a little further forward, and then bring your right ear or your right temple down to the floor. The right arm reaching across and under. And as you reach through, right palm could be facing to the ceiling, or it could be pressing down into the floor. So notice what shape you need today, what your shoulder is offering up. While you keep on breathing here, what's the body feeling like today? Is there some heaviness, some lethargy? Does it feel light? Does it feel mobile? Taking a breath and then breathing out. Inhale, press into that left hand, gently pulling yourself up, reaching the right arm forward. And as you exhale, left arm under right. Left ear down to the floor, or if it's not the ear, it could be the temple. Maybe right arm goes a little further forward. Hips are still pulling back toward the heels. Always breath. Always using the breath here. Take one more breath here. And then breathe out slow. Right hand, slide it back in, press it down, unwind, left hand forward, walk the hands in. As you walk the hands in, you'll naturally lift your chest. Slide your knees in together, sitting back on the heels. So just adjusting yourself. So we're sitting up in a bit of a kneeling position, shoulders over hips, crown of head lifting up to the sky, dropping shoulders. So we breathe in here. And then we breathe out with sound. Inhale. And then exhale. Breathe in again. And as you breathe out, left ear to left shoulder, chin down, and then right ear to right shoulder. Head back, left ear to left shoulder, chin down, and then over to the right. Continue those nice big head circles, starting to release, starting to just loosen into the neck space. And then maybe soften the jaw more here as we take these nice big circular movements. And then pause, move the head round in the opposite direction. And we'll call that balance. So everything that we do, we're striving for balance. This dance between effort and ease, heating and cooling, light and dark, heavy and soft, yin and yang. It's in everything. And often balance is kind of hard to achieve, but worthwhile. When you're in balance, you find ease. There's a steadiness. Not tipping too far one way or another. Just blissfully in the center. The next time you bring your chin down to your chest, let's keep it there. Gently rolling your head back up on top. While you're here in your kneeling position, lean forward just enough so that you can tuck your toes under. Yes, it is a little moment in toes pose. So sitting back on the heels, 10 toes should be tucked right under here. Shoulders back, crown of head lifting. And then this time, could you join me in lifting your arms up? So arms out wide like a big letter V. Turn the little fingers in. Keep the fingers wide. And it's a bit like you're holding this big, enormous beach ball up over your head. Take a breath. As you breathe out, reach the arms forward and then down. So I'm trying to take your mind off your feet. We're going to do this 3 more times. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms lower. That's 1. Breathe in, arms lift. Exhale, lower. That's 2. Final 1. Inhale and up. Exhale and down is 3. Nice and slowly, hands rest on thighs. Untuck toes, sitting back on the tops of the feet. And pausing. Inhale. And then exhale. 2 more breaths. Breathe out. Last one. As you exhale, nice and gently, lean forward just enough so that you can bring your hands down. We're going to gently tuck your toes under. Tidy your feet up. They should be about hip distance. Your hands should be about shoulder width. We've landed in a bit of a downward facing dog. While you're up here, let's bend both knees. And while you're bending both of your knees, you should be looking back in between your heels. Now, is it possible to push your belly against your upper thighs? Take a breath. And as you breathe out, nice and gently, lower both knees down. So as you bring both knees to the floor, take a big breath in, lift both feet up, and begin to roll your feet round in soft circles. So really lubricating the joints, finding that soft, easy, circular flow in a lot of the movements that we take today. Okay. Nice and gently, press the tops of your feet down into the floor. And as you breathe in, lift the head, lift the tail. And we're going to pause here in cow. So we're going to keep lifting the head. We're going to keep lifting the tail. We are finding a little bit of softness through the belly here, but I'd like you to keep pressing the tops of the feet down, down, down. Take another breath there. Now as you breathe out, a little different. Tuck the toes, draw the knees up, press the chest back toward the thighs, drag the eyes back through the heels, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale, gently lower the knees down, all fours. Inhale, head and tail lift, cow. Breathe out, pull the hips back. As you do, the knees lift. You press your belly against your upper thighs, you drag your eyes back through your heels, and you still have a bend of the knees, down dog. Exhale, knees down slowly, softly, shoulders arriving over the wrists. Inhale, cow, that smiley shape of the spine, and then breathe out. Hips draw back, belly to thighs, lift the knees, eyes back through the heels, down dog. Another breath. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, draw the heart forward, lift the head, lift the tail. Exhale, pull the hips back, downward facing dog. Big breath here. And now as you exhale, nice and slowly, walk the hands back to the feet, hanging over in a bit of a forward fold. And just gently swaying, keeping the arms long, a bit like a rag doll here. Just gently moving left to right, right to left. Might feel a little like you're drawing a semicircle around your feet. You can have a real big bend of the knees. Might be only slight and soft. Your practice, your body, your choice. Take another breath. And then exhale. Come back to the center. Bend the knees, tuck the chin to chest. Inhale, roll up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. As we roll all the way up, we roll the shoulders back. And we get to flip those palms so they face forward. As you inhale, reach the arms forward and up. Again, landing with those hands, those arms up in that kind of big V position. We've found that big beach ball again, and we're holding it up high. Little fingers, turn them in toward one another. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. We breathe in, and then we breathe all the way out. One more big deep breath in. Exhale, stay standing tall. Let the hands relax and just start to roll the wrists around in soft circles. So it can be really loose, fluid, and organic, but I'd like you to do this movement with the arms still lifting up. So the arms are still pretty much up in that big V position still. We're just gently rolling the hands around in kind of loose little circles. Pause, let the hands go back in the opposite direction. And maybe you've got really crackly wrists. My mic might not be picking it up, but that is me today. Snap, crackle, and pop happening. Take another breath. And as you exhale, relax the hands and then return to active hands. Fingers spread wide. We're holding that beach ball up over the head again. On your next breath out, sit down into chair, hands to prayer in front of the heart. And as you inhale, stand up tall, split the arms open at the top. Exhale, sit down into chair, hands to heart. Inhale, lifting up tall. Big V shape, maybe eyes up in between the hands. Breathe out, sit down, look forward. Inhale, lift up. Maybe a little lean back, tiny little back arch. Breathe out, sit down. Draw the navel up and in. Keep the navel pulling up and in, even as you rise and lift to the top. Exhale, back down. 3 more. In to lift. Exhale to lower. In and up. Exhale down. This is the last one. Breathe in. Exhale back down. Now, inhale, bring it back to the top. Lift the arms up. Look forward. Arms out in that big letter V still. Little fingers, twist them in. Drop your shoulders down. Keep lifting through the crown of your head. Allowing the eyes to rest on something steady. Press your toes down. Try lifting your heels. As you lift your heels up, draw your belly up and in. Draw the crown of your head up. Draw the sides of your waist in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. Back out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, heels down, forward fold. Take a halfway lift. And as you exhale, fold it down. Sliding your hands underneath the toe end of the feet. Gorilla pose. Looking back through the knees. Again, making sure your belly is resting on your thighs. You might be able to slide a little more of your hands underneath your feet if you're lucky. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more. Breathe out, bend the knees a bit more. Slide the hands out from underneath. Nice and slowly, walk the hands forward. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the knees down to the earth. As you come down into a nice, easy all fours here, I'd like you to just gently lift your left shin, lift your left foot, and just slide it out to the left, a bit like a tail. We are going to reach the right leg back with the right toes tucked under, flip the right heel down to the center line of the mat, and then stretch the right arm up to the sky. We're in a little baby side plank here. So you should have your chest turned toward the right edge of your mat. You've got your right arm lifting up, crown of head reaching forward, and that back foot connected to the mat still. Keep lifting the right arm up nice and tall. And on your next breath out, reach the right arm like you're trying to touch the back edge of your mat. Right hand might even rest down on that right hip, outer right thigh softly. And then breathe in. Sweep the right arm up. Feel like you're drawing a rainbow through the sky. Reach it forward. And then exhale, reach the right arm back. Every inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reaching it back. Bottom fingers flat on the floor are wide. Inhale, reach the right arm forward. Exhale, reach it back. Draw the belly up and in. Keep the hips stacked one on top of the other. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, right arm back. Last one. Breathe out, reach the right arm back, down, and back to the floor. From there, right knee down, left foot down, tuck toes, downward dog. Breath in. Breathe out, knees down. Inhale, head and tail lift. There's your cow posture. Exhale, tuck toes, lift knees, bent knee down dog. Look back through the heels. Inhale. Exhale, knees down. Inhale, head and tail lift. Exhale, lift knees, bent knee, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Exhale, bring the knees down. From here, let's extend your left leg back. keeping the left toes tucked under. Flip the left heel down to the center line of your mat, and as you do that, sliding your right shin back behind you. Weight into the right palm, reaching the left arm up to the sky. And as you land, left arm reaching up, right hand pressing down into the floor. Left hip on top of right. Next breath out, reach the left arm toward the back edge of your mat. Inhale, reach it up and then forward. Exhale, reach it back. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, reach it back. Get into the groove of it. It's fluid, it's soft, it's creating space. It's really what this whole slow flow practice is about. Lubricating the joints, the body, creating more ease with a little bit of heat. One more time, reaching the arm all the way back, reaching it all the way forward, and then reach it back, and then bring the hand down. Left hand under left shoulder. Both knees down, tuck toes, downward facing dog, lift up, press back. Press into the fingertips, get out of the heels of the palms. Another breath here. Exhale, lower the knees down, all fours. Lift head and tail, inhale, cow. Exhale, lift knees. Bent knee down dog, press the belly to the thighs, look back through the heels. Inhale. Exhale, knees down. Big breath in, head and tail, lift. Exhale, bent knee down dog, lift up, pull it back. In breath. Exhale, hands to feet, forward folding at the back of the mat. This time, could you hold opposite elbows at the backs of your legs? So if opposite elbows isn't available, maybe it's opposite hands, wrists, forearms. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Take a breath and breathe out. We've got two more here. Inhale. Exhale. One more. And breathe out. Release the arms. Walk the hands forward. We come back through a downward facing dog. Knees to the earth. Sliding your feet to one side, dropping your bottom to the opposite side. We get to swing the legs round in front. Give them a little wobble, give them a little shake. And when you're ready, feet together, knees wide, butterfly. So you might walk the hips a little closer to the heels, grabbing ankles or toes and just sitting up tall. Think about driving those knees down and wide. And then just widening the breath. Taking another breath here. And then breathing that out. Again, inhaling. Exhaling. Final one. Breathing out. We're going to more or less keep the butterfly shape of the legs. However, slide the feet forward. Okay, so feet are quite far out in front. We are going to gently hinge forward from the hips and lean your chest forward and out. Bring the hands to rest either side of the feet. That might mean on the fingertips for you. And just start to lean in. So there's a little bit of rounding here through the spine, but there's still space to breathe. It's not hunching. We've really gone as far forward as we can. And when there's no more forward, then we start to melt down into it. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Breathing in. And back out. Next, inhale, slowly rolling your way up. Shoulders over hips. From here, you might like to use your hands. Slide your bottom forward, rolling down onto your back, knees to chest. Nice and slowly, feet down. And then dropping the knees out wide, butterfly. Let the hands rest lightly on the low belly. Close the eyes down. And as you begin to breathe slowly, see if we can begin to bring the breath into balance. So wherever you are on your current breath cycle, let's just pause, open the mouth and breathe out. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every in breath for 5. Every out breath for 5. And you're just feeling at ease with that breath. Inviting it in when necessary. And letting that breath shine a little bit of light on those dark spots that you might find here in your body. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your slow flow practice. It's been a pleasure. Take care. Namaste.